Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Table Talk. I'm your host, Jake Combs, and tonight we're going to be looking at Three Little Wolves. It is a card game from Renegade Game Studios and also Oni Games, which is an offshoot of the Oni comic book company. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this. Now, looking at the back, it's kind of a play on the classic Three Little Pigs storyline, but this time it's about three little wolves, and this time it's the pig that is doing the destruction instead of the wolf destroying the three little pigs' home. Now, other than that very base description that it gives on the back, I know almost nothing about this game, but from what I can tell, it's more of a game that's about building your house, as I'm guessing as quickly or as structurally sound as possible. So our rulebook is very simple. I mean, there is a large number of words per page, but it is full of full color pictures that show examples of gameplay. Like, so right here we have a scoring example with a couple different houses built. Lays out each stage of the game. There's big bad pig effects, wolf tokens, building rules, and floor cards. And we have a insert ad for some Oni games as well as some books from Oni. We have our tokens right off the bat. On front side is a number, a positive number rather, and on the back side, kind of grayed out version with a negative number. Now, with the exception of the houses at the beginning or at the bottom, and then there's the mustache token. Not sure what that's for. Let's go ahead and bring up the rules again, because I need to know what the mustache token's for. All right. So that's specifically for two-player games. Excuse me. It has been a long day. Like right now, at the time of filming, it's about 2:30 in the morning. By the time this goes live, it's probably going to be about an hour and a half after that. So it'll be even later. But other than a few yawns here and there, I'm just fine. So don't worry. Now, because of the fact that it's for a two-player game, or it's the mustache is for two-player games, my guess is whoever's turn it is gets the mustache. All right. So, all right, here it is on the back. In a two-player game, there will be a dummy player called Smokey. They will not receive a hand of cards or wolf tokens, but you will help them build their houses. Most of the rules remain the same as above with the following changes. Give the mustache to the start player. Place three colored 0/15 level cards, floor cards into an area for Smokey. These will be the starting cards for their three houses. Place the 6 unused wolf tokens in a reserve pile near the draw deck with their -1 side face up. And Smokey will build 3 houses just like the players. Before a player's turn, if they have a mustache token, they will reveal 1 card from the deck for Smokey. Okay. So it kind of sounds like the game is made for 4 players based on the way it's written. Let's see, looking at the box, it does say 2 to 4 players. Okay, I think this is for only if you have 2 players. So one player builds the 3 houses, and then the other player does the spooky build. And then we have our 1 deck of cards. Let's go ahead and crack this open, take a look at these cards. Now, the game itself says that it's for ages, ages 8 and up. My daughter, who's 6, after we read the back of the box to her, was very excited about this game. So she's going to give it a try, and will be involved in our, at least sharing her opinion for our written review. So the back of all the cards are the same, showing the 3 different houses under construction. So we have, with this one, where we have like basement level 1, and then roof 1, basement 2, roof 2, basement 3, roof 3. I'm not sure exactly what the symbols mean. I'm guessing they're just specific windows. Maybe the number of the card denotes like a certain number of points you get. Like that one, I kind of like. It looks like, you know, the D-pads from a video game controller. And then that goes up to 6 with the different roofs. And then 7, 8, and then 9 over 5, 10 over 4. Not sure what the fractions mean. Like 9 over 5 right here. 10 over 4. I don't know if that means like literally it is, you know, the decimal version of those fractions. And then like with 13 and 14, they both have 2 arrows pointing up. So I'm guessing that means that if the cards are the same height as far as the number of cards played, my guess is that these ones mean that they're going to be taller. And then it looks like we have the exact same cards but in different colors. Like some, the windows are not exactly the same for each of those, but for the most part they do look very similar. And then we have our Bad Piggy cards. And then we have 4 0 out of 15 cards. All of them are exactly the same, just different colors. So kind of matching the overall, you have 4 different colors. So let's go ahead and take another look at the rules, see if we can get an idea for how the game is played. Let's see. So basically, players take turns in a clockwise order. During their turn, you must play 1 card and then draw 1 card. When you're playing a card, you can play it on the house of the same color, following building rules, or play it into the discard pile and decide whether you want to send 1 wolf token to one of your opponent's houses. And then when you draw a card, there will be 2 possibilities. You drew a floor card and your turn ends. If you drew a Big Bad Pig card, perform the effect. And then as far as the rules go, each player can have a maximum of 3 houses, 1 each of red, yellow, and green in front of themselves. White floor cards are wild. It can be built on a house of any color. And then floor cards must be played in ascending order in each house, but may be non-consecutive. You may initiate a house with any number. Floor cards 1, 2, 3 can be used as the basement. When you use them as the basement, rotate the card 180 degrees and tuck it under the bottom of the house. So that makes sense, because the card does have like right here, this way it's B1, this way it's roof 1, and then B3, roof 3. So you can start with any number. My guess is you can't put any number that's lower than the highest number that you already have down as you're building it. Okay, so the cards with two numbers can be played as either card or either number. Some cards grant scoring bonuses or penalties. As soon as one of these cards is covered by another floor, the effects are gone. So, like the ones that have like -1, -2, those are going to take away points. But if you cover them up with something else, then it's going to be the just the normal points at that point. And then some cards count as multiple floors on the rooftop. Once they are covered, the effect is gone and they count as one floor. And then end game, when the third Big Bad Pig card is revealed, the game end condition is triggered. You place the last pig token onto the current tallest house without a token and skip the effect. The active player refills their hand to 5 cards. Starting from the next player, each player will play 2 more rounds and the game ends. In these 2 rounds, you will play 1 card as normal, but you won't draw any more cards. Then any house that has only white floor cards is demolished. Compare the height of all players' houses. The shortest will be demolished. The tallest will get the tallest house token. If multiple houses tie for the shortest or tallest, then no houses of that color will be demolished or get the reward respectively. And then scoring. So each non-demolished house gains 4 victory points. Each demolished house is -1. And then you add or subtract any bonuses from your rooftops, and then add or subtract the victory points from your tokens. The player with the most victory points wins best builder, and if tied, player with the highest victory points from their wolf tokens breaks the tie. If still tied, the player with the tallest house breaks the tie. If still tied, they share the victory. So it looks like they've come up with the explanation of exactly how you deal with those basically for every eventuality, which is definitely some good planning on their part. Definitely looking forward to giving this a try. It looks like it's going to be something that's going to be quick and fun to play with the family, and I don't think that I know that it said 8 and up. I don't think it's going to be too difficult for my 6-year-old to grasp. But once we do our full playthrough and write our review on it, we'll definitely share the feedback as far as how well she did. If I feel that the 8 and up is a fair requirement or suggestion, or if maybe it's a little too conservative maybe. But it also depends on the kid playing themselves as well. So just some things that we'll be thinking about when we're doing our playthrough, some things to look forward to as well. But other than that, thank you guys all for watching as always, and I hope you have yourselves a great weekend. Good night.